Hi everyone, welcome to being here. My name is Leticia, LaSota. I work with Texas A&M. I work with the PASS program. I'm the director of the PASS program at Texas A&M. PASS program is a post-secondary education program, and we emphasize in human services. I can introduce right now, there's some students from the PASS program and an instructional aide. Andrew Kudnick, he works in the classroom supporting the students with the different needs that they have. Jackson McGinnis, he's going to be speaking this presentation, and he's in the second year. He's about to graduate this May. And we have Chelsea Johnson. She's a first-year student in the PASS program, and she still has this year and one more year to go. So we're going to be talking today about paths to greater independence. The main goal of the PASS program is to help the students to be self-sufficient and independent. As we all know that we are not going to be in this life forever, so the goal is to prepare the future generations to be able to be self-sufficient and be independent as much as possibly they can. So what are the benefits? We're going to start by talking about what are the benefits of post-secondary education. And I wanted to share what the students in the PASS program see as the benefits of being in a post-secondary education. I have a student who stated, a post-secondary education offers career choices, the ability to be more independent, and learn personal skills that can be used by an individual over a lifetime. These include making decisions and personal choices, communication skills, and friendship. This is a second year in the PASS program. Her name is Renee. She was actually today providing services at the child care center here for the conference. Another student expressed, the benefits of the post-secondary education, you are able to learn how to be a professional, advance your advocacy skills and communication skills. You're also given the opportunity to have an internship site where you can use what you learn in the class. It also helps you understand what is it like being in your role as a paraprofessional in the workplace before being hired. And he's talking about this because in the PASS program and the program at Texas A&M, the students are required to complete 480 hours of practicum, where they go and practice the skills that they learn in the classroom. So the idea is for them to get all those hours working with the supervisor in the practicum site that will be coaching them in the different skills, soft skills and hard skills. The name of the student, Oliver, he's also a second year student. He's about to graduate in May. I have a third student, Jackson, who will be speaking later on. He stated the post-secondary program benefits the students by providing a good support system and opportunities to learn and grow. When the students come into the program, like we know, the students sometimes make their own choices, their own decisions, but this is the time because they are in the program, we're there to support them, and we teach them what they can learn from that experience. So yeah, they learn and they grow. So what to expect for the transition to college? As we know in the high school, it can be very overwhelming for the staff members there. So sometimes maybe there is not enough communication of what is there. I feel that it's very important for parents to keep that communication going and keep very connected to those staff members that are designated to provide that support for the time that the student is going to transition to the community college or to the university. It starts preparing the students for college experience. College experience or a college career is not going to be the same as being in the high school. They are going to have different challenges and different standards. The standards are going to go higher when they go to the college. They are going to have more responsibilities, and they have to be self-sufficient. So this is the time to start preparing the students to be ready and prepared to be successful if they join a post-secondary education program. This is the time to do a research about the resources that are available in the community. I feel that never is too early to start preparing for what is coming in the future for our students. see what the student is interested in. Because when they come to us, when they come to a post-secondary education program, we really are looking to see that the student is very passionate about the field that they are choosing to go into. And the reason is because if they don't have that intrinsic motivation, it's going to be too hard for them. And it's going to be more difficult, it's going to be more challenging for them to be successful in the program. When they are motivated and when they are passionate about the field or the track that they are choosing to, the students are there on time, they are willing to participate, they are willing to follow instructions. I mean, it is a big difference. As a program director, I can tell you that that's one of the big things that we look when we review the applications and when we call the students for that interview. Is this really what the student is looking to do? Is this going to be a good fit for the student, and the student is going to be a good fit for the program? So that's one of the main things that we look into when we review those applications. We want the student to be the one who is passionate about the field. So yeah, it's important to see what programs are available and what the student is interested in to see if those programs are a good fit for them. Of course, it is very good to attend different open houses of the programs around to see what are the requirements to apply, how to start preparing for those applications, transitions fairs, and of course events like this, like the conference, to have all the information that we can possibly gain to, by the time it comes, we know where we're going to be sending our daughter or our son. And time comes quick, so we will have to decide, we have to prepare and apply. So deciding which one is the best option for our student is important. I always recommend to apply not to just to one program, apply to 2 or 3 programs. It's good to have options. Sometimes, for what I know of programs similar to PATS, the numbers are limited. For PATS, we only accept 15 students, and the reason is because if we have small classrooms, we are able to provide more services to the students and focus more in a one-on-one. It'll be really hard to have a classroom with like 20 or 25 students. We want to give the best support, and that's the reason why we only accept 15 students. We receive every year at least 25, 30, or 40 applications. So it is important to make sure we gather all the documentation and that we submit our applications on time. The applications can be a process. There is a lot of documentations that are required to apply.
How far in advance should you apply to be able to be?
For example, right now for the PASS program, for the students who are going to start next summer, the application is open. It opened on November 1st, and it's going to be closing on the last day of February.
So 6 months
Mm-hmm.
before the summer?
Yes.
6 months to a year before?
Right, but not all the programs open their application at the same time. For example, IHE, they open, I believe, in October, so they have different times that they have their applications open. So it's important to know when their application is open and submit the application as soon as it is ready to apply. The deadline can come quickly. So talking more about the PASS program, the program that we offer at Texas A&M. The PASS program is a 2-year program. It started as a 1-year program. We started in 2011, so this program has been for a while. Now it is a 2-year program, and we have 3 different tracks. We specialize in human services, so this is for students who are wanting to work supporting other individuals. So we have the first track is the child care professional. That is for those individuals who are looking to work with little ones, 0 to 5 years old. They will be doing their practicum hours in a child care center, learning center, or a pre-K. They are going to be monitoring or supervising students. The second track that we have is the direct support professional general. This is for individuals who are interested in helping the elderly, working in a nursing home, working in a group home, or sometimes they can work in a private home environments. They learn the strategies, they learn about how to keep the elderly active and engaged so that their mind keeps going, so they will be providing those support to the elderly. We have the third track, which is the most popular track that we have. Most of the students choose this track. This is the direct support paraprofessional. That is for those individuals who are looking to work in a school setting, in an elementary school, middle school, or high school. They work as a teacher assistant in the school setting. So the areas of development that we focus on, we not only focus on the content of what they are learning for that specific track. We also look at employability skills, self-determination and self-advocacy, and independent living skills. The main goal of the program is for the students to be ready to join the workforce. We want them to have the necessary tools to be able to apply for a job, get a job, and keep the job. So that's basically what we work with them the whole 2 years. They do this by the content classes. They have a lot of modules that they have to complete where they learn about that specific track. They have classes like professionalism, where they will learn how to dress properly, how to behave in a proper way in the different settings. They also have a core class study skills. That's what we teach them, how to be more effective in the class when doing homework. The last year that they are with us, they practice mock interviews. We feel that it's very important for them to get that very familiar and be ready to answer those questions when it comes time for an interview. Like I said, the students go to different practicum sites. They will start the first spring that they are with us. They need to complete at least 480 hours of practicum in different sites, either at a school, in a child care center, or in a nursing home. Most of the students leave with over 1,000 hours of practicum. So they get a lot of hands-on training. Self-determination and self-advocacy, it is important for the students to know their own needs and to make sure that they make the right choices. So we work a lot with them on this topic, advocating for themselves. We have a class that is called person-centered thinking. There's a Miss Day, she comes and teaches this class. It's everything about themselves, learning about themselves, who they are, and the needs that they have, and how they can effectively communicate those needs so that they can be successful in the classroom and at the practicum site, and of course when they leave the PASS program. Independent living skills. Since they come the first summer with us, they start navigating the campus. They learn how to ride the buses. They learn to navigate the city buses to go to Bryan, to around College Station. We train them to be able to be self-sufficient. Go to the groceries to do shopping for the week. Go to a pharmacy if they need to go get medicine. Go buy clothes or whatever they need to go buy. That's what we train them. We also have a cooking class. And of course, we let them continue practicing, to be organized, to do their own laundry, to take care of themselves. And of course, effective communication skills, because as we know, when all the students are together in the dorms, there's a lot of drama, there's a lot of things happening, so we work with them to be effective communicators and stay away from drama. So this is one tool that we teach them in the person-centered planning class. This is called the one-page profile. This is where they learn to express who they are, what is important about them, what they admire about them, what others admire about them, what is important to them, and how other people can support them. This is very effective so that they can communicate this to the teacher in the classroom when they go to their practicum, to their supervisor, or when they leave the program. We have students who, this is where they will disclose Things like when I hear a lot of noise, I will become overwhelmed. I will need to have a 5-minute break. I will need to have to go to the bathroom until I calm down, and then I'm ready to come back to the classroom to continue working. So this is how the school will be used for them to express their needs. These are different pictures of different activities that the students get involved with. We try not just to have a program that is focused in education because, a social life, we also want them to be part of the college, feel that they are having a college experience. So we have the code of cadets, they come to the classrooms, the yell leaders come to the classroom, they mentor them, they have conversations with them. We have the University Police Department, they come once a semester to teach them self-defense, to teach them how to be safe when they are living on their own off campus, and what to be aware. And of course, we know, there's good and bad people in the society. So we have all those conversations, all those topics we cover in classes. They learn cooking in the summer when they are with us in the first summer, and the second summer they practice cooking. It's important for them to learn to pack their own lunch because they're going to be having busy days. They get to go to tailgates when the football season is here, and of course they do a lot of walking in the summer to learn, the different buildings. Texas A&M is a big college, so they need to learn how to navigate the college. They become experts in the apps that we have and the buses. Sometimes I still get lost. I always ask my students, and they take me to different buildings because that's what they do all the time. And of course, they practice a lot of mock interviews to get them ready for those interviews and have those skills to be successful. Some of the impact and the statistics on the PASS program. Like I said, recently we became a 2-year program. The first cohort, 21-23 cohort, 15 students received their certificate. 11 are working in their field as of right now, and they left with an impact of 15,530 hours of service to the community. The 22-24 cohort, 9 of them received their certificates, 6 are working in the field, and 1 is continuing at the community college. They left an impact of more than 11,000 hours of community service in the community. The present cohort, we have 14 students in the first year, and we have 14 students in the second year. So far, they have an impact. That number is from last semester, so I want to estimate right now they probably have like 6,000 or 7,000 of hours at the practicum sites. I'm very proud of the students that graduate from our program, and I want to introduce you to Megan. She graduated in May 23. She completed her certificate with the PASS program as a direct support professional, and this is what she had to say now. My classes at Texas A&M and my internship at Charles Sharp Children's Center really prepared me to working as a teaching assistant. I applied for lots of jobs and had several interviews. And luckily, I got a job in my dream district, Round Rock ISD, and I'm in my dream grade level, pre-K. I'm working as a paraprofessional at Blue Pond Elementary School, and I love it. I really enjoy being in pre-K classroom because they are always active. There is always something going on, and I really like being on the go. This is other graduates from the PASS program. Dalen, he graduated in May 23 as well with direct support professional, paraprofessional certificate, and he has been working in the Bryan ISD since graduation. He will be later on in the discussion panel, so he is going to be talking there. Helena graduated also in May 23. Also a professional, and she's working in the Dallas area since graduation. We have another student from that same cohort. Her name is Mika. She is a child care professional certificate, and she actually was hired before she graduated from the PAS program, and she's still working there since after graduation. So now I'm gonna have some of the students to tell you in their own voice how the PAS program has been in their lives and their experience. So we're gonna start with Jackson.
Yes.
There you go, Jackson.
All right. Howdy, everyone. This is gonna be about my time so far here at the PAS program. This is me at a baseball game. So if I just erase the Brewers guy. And obviously the introduction comes, which as I mentioned, howdy everyone. I'm Jackson. That Miss LaSota just mentioned that I'm currently a second year at the PAS program. The current track that I am taking on is a direct support paraprofessional, which that is a in-classroom teacher's aide that helps students with disabilities be successful and get better at a certain subject. So if say if my students struggle in math, I can help them give them key things to do in order for them to get the right answer. What helped me and what made a big difference into getting into the PAS program? Well, during my interview, I brought up that I've had experience working with kids, and I used to volunteer at a school called the Westview School, which is one of my spots that I went before my high school. One of my teachers at my high school suggests that I go to Texas A&M University, which is Postsecondary Access Training, to study that particular track. One question that I have to ask myself: was the application hard to fill out? Absolutely. One of the main things that I did was doing a Google Slides presentation that basically explained why I wanted to apply for the PAS program. I did a video that was covering the details of why I want to be here at the Texas A&M PAS program. What made a difference of me getting in here was definitely my family, which it could be seen on my left-hand side. I had a lot of them that supported me throughout the years of elementary and high school and helping me get to where I am today. My biggest supports have been, like I mentioned, my family, and over to the right is my current cohort and my friends. They have been my huge supports throughout the years, and especially that been in the past. My experience at PAPS have been going along very great. A couple of my favorite things that I've done at the PAPS program is making a whole lot of friends. I've even made some friends I've even made some other ones for whenever I do some of their intramural sports that they have on the A&M campus, which one of them is flag football and the other is the basketball. The semesters have started out pretty easy. However, which began with summer one, but however, as the semesters go by, it has gotten pretty harder and challenging. One of my challenges that I had was the modules. I sort of struggled with them throughout my first year at PAS, but whenever one of my IAs gave advice to just write down the questions that I got wrong, I did just that, and I've gotten better with them as I go along. I also really like the hands-on activity that they provide there. It really can give us an idea of what to do and what not to do while at your practicum. A perfect example of what not to do is do not be on your phone, which that is a huge no-no. Those could either have a positive outcome or a negative outcome depending on whatever is being taken place. Goals for the future. I have a few goals that I have for once I graduate PAFS. One of them is working at the Westview School in Houston, and the other one is continuing my education at another location. One option I see myself doing this is at the Houston Community College. Another thing was outside of like teacher's aid that I want to do is do something that's related to sports, which is like sports medicine, or and also become a sports announcer. I've been taking the next steps class for the last 3 weeks since I have started my spring semester, year 2. Here we are learning to apply for jobs and seeing what your future would look like after PAFS. By the way, my second year of PAFS has been going along very fast. What I've learned throughout my time at PAFS, which is safety. It is very, very, very vital that you use that term, because it is a huge role when you work at practicums for both fall and the spring semester. I would definitely need to be aware of my kids when I'm working at my practicum, or something bad could happen to them, such as getting an injury. I do not want any of that happen. I do not want any of that to happen, as I know this could get me terminated from my job. Also, staying out of drama was another huge factor that I've learned while at the PASS program. Gossip could spread around, and it will definitely get others involved, which highly positive. None of y'all will not want that happening. Thank y'all very much for listening to my presentation, and I apologize for getting at this, but huge shout out to my Texas Workforce Commission for helping me throughout the years. And I'll now hand over back to Ms. LaSota. So here you go.
We're gonna move into the slides so we can continue with Chelsea.
Hello, I'm Chelsea Johnson. I'm the first year at the PASS program, and I'm going to talk about what the summer might look like your first semester basically. So the summer semester is going to be your first test to see if you can really live away for like 4 weeks in the summer. Now the weekends you'll be off, like kind of like regular school. We get day off the weekends, and you'll live in a dormitory. You'll take care of your own stuff like laundry, and you might get to check out the commons where you'll eat your meals, so that'll be taken care of. And you'll have to make sure you get yourself to bed on time, self-discipline, so that you can wake up in time for your classes. Now we talk about professionalism, navigation, and technology, just to make sure we're up to standard for the rest of the semester. Now the fall semester, that's where you're gonna really start learning more. There's gonna be, I learned a lot of things about like the history of disabilities and more stuff related to my field, and tips and tricks, and just getting into the real stuff that you need to know. It's also good for time management, and it's going to be your responsibility to get to your classes on time making sure you plan ahead for if you have to take a bus to campus, or if you're driving or parking or even just walking. Now there's a place called Cambridge, is where mostly everyone goes. But yeah, that might be where you go. There's a bus that goes there. And as you can see, that's Reveille, it's the Aggie mascot. You might get to see her around campus. Sometimes she gets walked around, and if you're lucky, you'll get to see her. Now, current semester, we've started practicums where on Fridays we go to an actual school setting and do practicing and helping around like a worker. And you have to get a certain amount of hours, like they said. You have to sign off every time when you get there, and then sign off when you leave, and then get the signature from your supervisor to prove you're there. Yep, and you have to be responsible for getting yourself there and back from wherever you live. So if you gotta plan ahead for time and bus routes and getting up on time again, and all the stuff you would do for the last semester but for a job. Now, I know it seems hard, but it is possible if you actually really do work for it. It's not impossible. Thank you so much, and I want to say thank you for my TWC again, for helping me get into PASS. It's been a real big help. Change your life, I tell you.
Yes.
And that's all for my presentation.
Yes, this is all we have. If you have any questions, we'll be happy to answer or try to answer those questions. Yes.
My son has 14 years old. He's attending right now middle school and he goes the next year to high school. So this program is
For after high school.
for after high school? Okay.
One of the requirements is that they need to be 18 years old to be when they start the program.
There is no summer program in ATM like this, like Independent Life for kids like mine, like teenagers like mine, 14 years old too.
No,
There was one, but they discontinued it. So right now there's not one.
No.
they have different programs. They have a Waco, they have another program that one is still going.
To the public, it's like their entry to HOPS. It's like our summer program.
But they can sign up for it and then they can decide if they go to HOPS or if they go to PASS program.
Yeah.
There is different programs out there, so it is important to start searching to see what is available. But there are some programs that maybe he's able to participate before a program like this.
Before like that program.
I know there is some of the students come, they go to a program called 18 plus. 18 plus, that's after they graduate from the high school, and then they come to this program. Sometimes they don't have all the skills that they need to be on their own, so they go to a program like 18 plus until they are ready and prepared for a program like this.
Another one is volunteering in their community. That's another thing that really benefits them because they get that skills already from their hometown and they bring it towards. And it looks good when they're applying to the PASS program or to any program really.
Like I said, we only assess 15, so sometimes the applications are very competitive. So, of course, the best application, if a student has a lot of volunteer hours, maybe that's going to look better, when we select those students.
That's a plus.
Yeah, that's a plus.
Thank you.
Any other questions? But anything that you can do, I know that over here they have Purposeful Life. I don't know if you guys have attended Purposeful Life. They have that once a month. I think it's the first. Do you guys know if Purposeful Life is the first
Thursday every month,
Thursday every month?
but it ends like for about a month, in October or November, and then it starts back up in February.
Oh.
So there is a little break because schools are out and
Okay.
A&M is out.